5 reasons why joining a flying club could be better for you than owning an aircraft. So in full transparency, this video is coming from someone who is in a flying club and has never owned an aircraft. So I haven't actually experienced both sides of this argument, but let me tell you why, for me, a flying club is better even without ever having owned an aircraft. So first and foremost, the most important reason to join a flying club is for cost. So let's be honest, if I could just walk in, throw down $100,000 in cash on the table and buy an airplane, I mean, I probably would, you know, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? But the nice thing about a flying club is that the cost is split across all the owners. So if you own an airplane, the monthly cost of the hangar, it's all on you. But in our flying club, it's divided by 12. Aircraft insurance is due, divided by 12. Same with ad hoc maintenance, same with annual inspection. So you get the idea. So you as an individual do not bear the entire weight of that cost. It's divided amongst each of the members equally, and that's huge. So the second reason I would say is learning opportunities. So I'm not an A&P, but we have some members in our group who are very knowledgeable maintenance-wise. So you have like a social group of people, right? Of good, knowledgeable people in different areas in your flying club. So when the plane is due for an oil change, for example, you know, several of us, occasionally we might meet up or help or learn the process, right, of aircraft maintenance. Same with other preventative maintenance tasks. You know, as a non-mechanic pilot, I might be hesitant about doing some of these things on my own had I owned my own aircraft. However, when you have maintenance-minded people in your flying club, it gives you opportunities to be around them, ask questions, learn from them, and have the opportunity to be around different maintenance activities. And really, it's not just maintenance, right? So people come and go in our club, and occasionally a CFI joins the club to build hours. Now you have a great resource to go flying with, or just bounce questions off, you know, at your monthly hangar get-together. So the social part of it and learning opportunities, right? Those are big benefits of being in a club. So the third reason I would say would be a shared responsibility. When you own an aircraft, you know, coordinating everything is on you, whether it's coordinating the maintenance that is due, keeping the insurance up to date, hangar leases, fuel bills, you know, general billing, record keeping, you name it. But in a flying club, it's more of like a shared responsibility, right? So you might have someone who is into maintenance and is keen on coordinating that, so they kind of take that part of it. You might have someone who's good with bookkeeping, right? Who tracks finances, insurance, and, you know, billing for certain things, billing for the members. So instead of you as one person having to coordinate all of that, right, you could have different team members play a different part in your group. And then, you know, when you want to fly the plane, you just get in and go, knowing that, you know, all the different pieces have come together to make it happen. So that's really nice. The fourth, I would say, is just having a number of people who keep the aircraft flying. So the amount of flying that I do on a regular basis, it fluctuates wildly throughout the year. So I travel a lot for work. So there could be like 2 months go by between different flights that I do. So if I had a plane, it could potentially sit, you know, on the ground in the hangar for months on end. And having planes just sit around, that's not really good for them. You know, planes like to fly. They do well when they're flown routinely and continuously used. So a plane in a flying club, right, is more likely to be flown. So I think a follow-up question to that might be, and it's a good question, well, isn't scheduling then a problem with 12 people in your club? So to be honest, no, scheduling isn't a problem at all. You know, most of the people in our club fly only once or twice a month, and some hardly fly at all. The schedule is pretty much wide open. In fact, I just flew today, and I was the only person on the calendar in like a 5-day window. Now, I know not all clubs probably are like that, but there are clubs out there where the window of opportunity for flying is wide open. And, you know, this is like peak beautiful fall weather season. So then the last one I would say is that clubs can have different selections of aircraft. Now, this one's last on my list because our club only has a Piper Cherokee. But there are, you know, other clubs in the area, and one I was looking at joining actually had a Cessna 150 and a Cessna 182. So if you want to go low and slow by yourself, you know, take the 150. If you want to have a couple friends go with you and actually go somewhere, then, you know, take the 182. So this type of club does have some awesome flexibility if you can join a club which has multiple aircraft. You know, because when you buy an airplane, one of the first questions that you have to answer is like, well, what's the mission that I'm going to use this airplane for? And then you buy an airplane that fits that mission. But then like your less frequent missions, you're just kind of using that airplane for all of your missions. Sometimes if you can join a club which have different aircraft, then you can pick and choose your aircraft based on the mission. So that's a benefit for clubs. So there you go. 5 reasons why joining a club might be better for you than actual aircraft ownership. But you know, the bottom line is whether you rent, buy, join a flying club, you know, it's a personal decision. And you know, what makes sense for one person might not make sense for someone else. So it's really up to you. The most important thing is that you're flying and that you're having fun. So thanks everyone for watching today. I hope you join us on a future flight, and thanks for flying J1 Aviation.